Hi friends, it's Claire from ScrappyNerdUK, and today I am bringing you episode 3 of Washi Wednesday. So this technique is a nice and simple one, and you can change whatever shape you want to use to cut out. I've gone with a heart because it is Valentine's Day. Me and my husband have been together 15 years today, so I thought I would celebrate it with a lovey-dovey layout. So all I've done here is I've just picked out a load of black, white and grey washi tape from my stash. Now, if you haven't watched any of the other Washi Tape Wednesdays, then yes, my stash collection of washi tape is humongous, and this series is completely designed to get some of it used up. I'm very aware that I'm not gonna end up using all of it, but I am certainly going to make a dent in it with these Washi Wednesday videos for you. So yeah, I'm just alternating the washi tape. This was like a felt patterned, I don't even know what you call it. It was felt and it was patterned, and it's just been sort of hanging around in my washi stash, and I thought this was perfect to get it used up. It almost went in the bin at one stage. I'm glad that I kept it and managed to get it onto a layout. So this is just an A4 piece of white card. You can use any type of card because you're not going to see it. So if you've got another colour that's scrap, then go ahead and use that. Just be careful if you are using coloured cardstock, then if your washi tape's a bit thin, that colour may just seep through a little bit, but I'm sure it'll look fine anyway. So yeah, this is just the boring bit of adding the washi tapes, and you'll see here I am going to go with a heart shape, so I'm not going all the way, I'm not covering this whole page because I know that I am going to cut a heart shape out of this. I'm just going to trim the excess tape off the ends to stop that sticking down to my desk, and the state of my desk is an absolute state, so I haven't been using a surface protector on it, so I've got dents and marks all over it, which I'm a little bit sad about, but I might have to buy a replacement surface from IKEA, but it's my own fault. So all I've done there is I've got this little heart storage unit, so I've just used that to trace around to give myself a guide for the heart shape, and then I just cut it out. It's as simple as that. And when I've done this, I've realised that I haven't quite covered the heart fully, but it's not a problem because you'll see how I go back and fix that. So I'll keep the scrap to one side because I'm going to need that in a minute. So I'm just going to add in another strip of that velvet heart, let's call it ribbon, that's probably the easiest thing to call it, adhesive back to ribbon. Add that in, flip it over and just cut back round the heart, and you'd never know. And as well, just where this the floral washi was, I'd not quite gone far enough up on that bit either, so again I just added a bit in and just trimmed it. And then I wasn't overly happy with the shape of the heart because I'd only used that storage box as a rough guide, so I just trimmed a little bit more. So I was deciding whether I wanted to layer this on white cardstock or black cardstock, and I settled with the black cardstock in the end, and I think it makes that heart pop a lot more than the white did. And then I realised as well just here that the hearts didn't quite run all the way to the edge, so again I just added a tiny bit more on, and that fixed the problem. There we are. And that's that done. So I just used the offcut of the heart where I cut the heart out of, and I just used a heart punch to punch out a few more hearts I was going to use for just scattered embellishments on the layout. So I decided to mat my photo on some white card, which I do probably 99 times out of 100. I always find that if you mat it on white, or even if you print it with a white border, it makes the photo pop a lot more, especially if it's going on black cardstock. So I'm just trimming the white edges down there, and I was undecided as to whether I was going to pop the heart up on some foam to raise it, and I thought I would stick the heart down to the page and then I'd actually put my photo up on some foam. And sometimes I use craft foam, sometimes I just use this double-sided foam tape because it's so much easier. And just pop that down at a slight angle to the bottom right of the heart. So I'm just bringing in these punches that I punched from the offcuts of the washi paper. And I wasn't too sure on how many I wanted to use. And I'll come back to that in a second. So my title here, well, it's going to almost have a title and a subtitle almost. So I wanted to document the fact that we'd been together 15 years. And although this photograph was taken 2 years ago now, it doesn't bother me. I just wanted to document the fact that we'd been together 15 years today, and that's the date that I will add to this layout. So I'm just bringing in these puffy stickers from Pink Fresh Studio, and I loved the sentiment that said "You lift my heart up," so I thought I'm going to use that one. Now I go a bit cray-cray on this because I do mix pink and red, which ordinarily, from a fashion sense, I would never do, but I actually quite like the mix of pink and red on here because it's a sort of it's a Valentine's Day layout. It's a love layout. The red and the pink to me look absolutely fine. So I'm just adding in these pink puffy hearts from the same sticker sheet. And this is where I bring the red in. So I've got these word stickers left over from an old quirky kit, and then with that red in there, that's when I decide to drag the red in from the puffy stickers and just scatter a load of hearts. So I've done a cluster in the top right, the bottom left, and then just a small cluster underneath the title, "You Lift My Heart Up," and just adding another one of those red word stickers underneath the photo as well, just to bring some of that red down to the photo. And these enamel dots actually coordinate with the puffy stickers, so it's brilliant that it all matches in, and they're very close to the pink in the the red in the tiny word stickers as well, which was quite handy. So just adding another one of those in, and then just some final flourish. So I'm just adding in some white Heidi Swap Colour Shine. I'm just splattering that to the bottom left and onto the top right as well. And then I decided to add in some tinsel Heidi Swap Colour Shine as well, just to bring in that silver glittery colour from the subtitle 15 Years Strong. And that is pretty much it. So I hope you're enjoying Washi Wednesday, the Washi Wednesday series. I'm enjoying filming these videos for you. It's certainly giving me a kick up the backside to use my washi tapes as well. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Washi Wednesday.